I went to mission prep. I'll admit I didn't feel like, or I didn't give it my full effort, which is something I regret. But one of the things that I did that was really beneficial to me is I went and did splits with the missionaries. The first time I ever did it, my brother-in-law, he wasn't a member. He married my sister. Never been to church or anything before, and I went on splits with the missionaries, and at this moment, like I knew I was going to go on a mission because it was what I was supposed to do, but I never really had the feeling myself that I just needed to do it. And so I went on splits with the missionaries. Our evening appointment ended up canceling on us, and so I turned to the elder and was like, "Hey, if we've got a minute, let's just go say hi to my brother-in-law." He was like, "Okay." So we go over, and we didn't even really teach a first lesson, but my brother-in-law met the missionary, and they hit it off really well. Shortly thereafter, he started secretly taking the lessons from the missionaries, and I got to go and sit in on one of them and whatnot, and it was really kind of cool to see his conversion process and whatnot. And he surprised my sister for her birthday by getting baptized. He was kind of my first, I kind of see as my first baptism, and he was actually really the reason I went on a mission. I thought to myself, my sister told me that I was a good example to him and whatnot, which is funny because he's like 14 years older than me, and I was like 17 at the time. I thought, how could I be an example to him? But she told me I was, and so I thought to myself, and I said, if me going on a mission, if me giving up 2 years of my life to show him an example of how important this church is, and how important the decision he's made is, if that will help him get my sister to the temple so that they can be married for time and all eternity, I considered the mission worth it. If I didn't baptize a single person, I would have considered it worth it. And so I went on the mission with that kind of being my purpose, and 6 months into the mission, they got sealed in the temple, and I thought it was an incredible experience, even though I wasn't there, to feel like I had been a part of that, to see their happiness as they had improved. So the experiences prior to the mission of being willing to open my mouth and testify, even if I thought I was going to sound totally idiotic, which I probably did at some times, it made me realize why I needed to go on a mission.